Hey everybody, Brad here, Pookie NC channel, Wild Boys Brewery, Farmington, North Carolina. I hope everybody's having a good one. Mainebrewguy sent me a couple beers to check out, so today I'm going to check out his Black Betty, which is a black rye IPA. I'll see the specs on his beer. There's a couple other people that's already reviewed this and gave the recipe and everything, so if you're interested in finding out what it is, I think Dan over there at Bastard Ale quoted the recipe, so I'm not going to do it again. Jameson's Beer Reviews also has gotten a bottle. Let's check it out. Okay, so he's got estimated the original gravity was actually 1068 and the final gravity was 1010. And it finished out at 7.7. So let's check this bad boy out. It's Gary over at Mainebrewguy's Black Betty. Nice hiss. It's nice and black. You can actually see the bubbles coming up on it. Put about a 3/4 finger head on it. Let's get the smell on it. It smells wonderful. A little faint hint of rye, mostly hops. Got a real tropical fruit sweet nose on it. It smells wonderful. It smells completely different from the black rye IPA I made. Getting tropical fruit on the nose, sweet, kind of a mango smell. Little tiny bit of faint hint of rye in the very background of the odor of the nose. Good taste on it. Cheers. It's very nice. It's a very tasty beer. It is not as sweet as it smells. Get a little bit of that tropical fruit taste right up in the front. In the middle, it's kind of fades out to a little bit more bitter, and then at the end, it finishes kind of dry. And I'm getting the rye on the very back end of the aftertaste. It's very nice. It's got kind of a medium to medium thin mouthfeel. Kind of in between. It's not thin, it's not medium. It's got a good mouthfeel for the style. Getting excellent lacing on the glass. As far as the drinkability goes, I definitely drink a couple of these. I think it could use a little more hop profile. To me, to be an IPA, even though it's a black IPA, the hops seem a little tiny bit on the shallow side. If you could get the taste to match the nose, I would like it a lot better. Okay, I've let this thing warm up a little bit. Most of the time black beers are better after you let them warm up. More of the rye is coming through on the nose now that it has warmed up. Yeah, it's got more rye coming through on the taste as it warmed up. He was asking for feedback on the recipe, so this is his first attempt at it. He was wanting to try to tweak it a little bit. If I was going to redo this, I guess my biggest change I would make to it is I'd probably add more hops to it. Let's see, he used ounce of Centennial at 60, 3 ounces of Centennial at 30, 1 ounce of Centennial steep, and then he dry hopped it with Simcoe, 1.5 ounces. He did a double batch on this, so his numbers are, so it would have been 1/2 ounce of zero for finishing, and 1.5 for Simcoe. I would probably, I like the hop profile that it's got. I would just go a little heavier handed with it. And I was also probably experiment with whirlpooling with it. Maybe do another ounce of Centennial and another ounce of Simcoe per gallon, or not per gallon, but per 5-gallon batch for 20 or 30 minutes and flame out to try to get a little more. The nose is really good on it, but the taste doesn't follow the nose as well as I'd like it to. The hops kind of get, they're not as strong as they should be, I don't think, for an IPA. I like where you went with it. I think it just needs a little more hop profile. And the grains, it could probably stand a little more rye if you're wanting to have a little more of a rye taste. 2-row caramel, 40. It could probably stand a little more Crystal 40. You've got a pound in it for 11-gallon batch. I tend to like sweeter beers, so just bear in mind when I make my suggestions for that. A lot of people don't like sweeter beers. They like them finished dry. This one finishes really dry. So I would probably go, I'd probably actually double the Crystal 40 on it. From 1 pound for 11-gallon batch to 2 pounds. The Carafa too, you got 15 ounces. I'd probably go ahead and bump that up to a full pound. You got 11 ounces of chocolate malt in it. That was probably pretty good where it's at. And the US-05 is notorious for finishing neutral, and I've used it before and I like it. You could possibly experiment around with another kind of yeast. Check out one of these English ale yeast that we've done on the Hookies ESB experiments. That definitely put a lot more flavor and stuff into it as far as adding extra dimensions to the flavor profile. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. I mean, I like the base. If I was going to do this, that would be my changes I would make to it. Just make it a little not quite as dry on the back end. I'd probably increase the rye grain bill just a little bit more, and increase the hop profile. I hope that helped you out tweaking your recipe. I enjoyed it. It's a very good beer. Very good. Cheers.